Nicola Sturgeon was warned that her second independence referendum was legally irrelevant by a public law expert, dealing a blow to Scottish National Party (SNP) dreams. Support for independence is rapidly growing as polls consistently put a yes vote ahead. Scotland's First Minister, Ms Sturgeon, is hoping that this momentum can help deliver a mandate for IndyRef2. The SNP is looking likely to win the Scottish elections comfortably this May. The party's victory in 2011 was crucial in securing the 2014 vote, so Ms Sturgeon is hoping another win will force Prime Minister Boris Johnson's hand. After the 2019 general election, when the SNP dominated in Scotland, Ms Sturgeon told Mr Johnson, "I have a mandate." However, Professor of Public Law and Human Rights at the University of Durham, Aileen McCard, told The Guardian last month that while a mandate is politically important, it is legally irrelevant. She added, "If a court decides that the Scottish government does have power to hold a referendum, it will obviously create significant political momentum. But they would still need the government's consent ultimately to leave the Union. The Scottish government is trying to gain the powers to hold a second referendum, and the case is before the Court of Sessions. As things stand, the power to call such a vote lies with Westminster." Professor McCard told Express last year that Ms Sturgeon will have a more seamless route to independence if she can secure the right to call a second referendum. If the SNP were to unilaterally declare a vote, there is a risk of boycott, she said. Professor McCard said, "Would there be a unionist boycott? In the event of a unilaterally declared vote, I think this is quite likely. There are a couple of precedents that could support that. In 1973 there was a border poll in Northern Ireland on reunification. That was boycotted by unionists in Northern Ireland, and there is also the Catalonian referendum in 2017 which was boycotted by pro-Spanish voters. How significant that becomes is a question of how high support for independence is. If it is floating at just around 50%, then a unionist boycott is a significant undermining of its legitimacy. If, however, support for independence is as high as 75%, then a boycott would be much less significant.